Get ready for the feature presentation.
Now, he's my daddy, Marty McFly, and his best buddy, Lord James.
Welcome in. I'm Marty McFly. That's Stu James right over there. And we appreciate you listening to another podcast. What's taking over the world right now? Typically, it has to do with something fun, right?
Yeah.
And something interesting, something to have to do with social media typically. And all of those boxes get checked with the Face app.
You can't go anywhere right now without seeing, well, especially on the internet, people doing this. Stars are doing it. I saw where Carrie Underwood, she actually did it with a picture of her and her husband.
Did she go older? Did they go older?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so surprised.
Yeah, because there's options. You don't have to go old. You could go young.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could choose young, old, Hollywood.
Can you tell I'm the last person in this country who hasn't been to the app yet?
Oh, I have to admit, we're recording this right now. It'll probably be posted on the 19th. We're recording on the 18th. I just downloaded it and played with it today. But it is addicting once you get started. You know, first of all, it was the old thing, right?
Right.
So I put a picture in, and I hit the old thing, and I'm like, holy moly.
That's too close to reality. Wow. Stop it.
I did share it with my kids.
Right.
I sent them a text message and said, okay, boys, just so you know, if I make it to 80, there are some doubts. If I make it to 80, this is headed your way. so look out. My brother said, can you put a caption on that says, you kids get out of my backyard? So I thought that was nice. But once you get to playing with it, then you can go younger, which is not, whatever.
Right.
You can go gender change your gender. Or I found this one fun. You can put you wouldn't find it fun because you can grow a beard in
I have a beard, yeah.
day.
Hey, it's not fun, I'm telling you.
I can't grow a beard, right? So here I'm putting a beard on. I'm doing all kinds of stuff like that. And it looks pretty good. Did I show you my beard picture?
No, you didn't show me the beard picture. You showed me the bald picture.
Yeah, then you can do bald. Like I said, it's addicting.
You looked like Egghead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
And by the way, that was all the free stuff. I didn't even get into the stuff you could pay for. That's just the free options on there.
Wow. See, I know nothing about this app. I know people are doing it. Like I said, stars are doing it. Jake Owen, I saw a picture. He went older, and he posted it on his Instagram.
Still good looking, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Swear.
just a little more wrinkled,
I know.
A little grayer. That's all.
Pretty people, man.
Yeah.
And I wasn't pretty on my older picture, I'll be honest with you. my current picture's not either. Check these stats out, though. 100 million people have downloaded that app. It's grown now. That number is old by the time you listen to this. But 100 million people, 12 million people have downloaded that app since July the 10th, and we're recording this on July the 18th. In 8 days, 12 million people.
Can we actually say this is a viral sensation? That whoever developed this app, they're millionaires now.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because the only downside, because there has to be a downside to everything, right?
Yeah.
The only scandal or downside is people said there's a Russia connection. So let's
see. I knew it.
Let's dig into that.
Had to be something.
Let's dig into that real quick here on the Marty and Friends podcast. I'm Marty McFly. That's Stu James. So here's the deal: a company in Russia did develop this particular app.
I know that yesterday there was I didn't listen to the story or whatever, and but they were talking about there were security concerns with this Face app.
Wireless Lab of St. Petersburg, no, not Florida, Russia, was the ones who did this. So now the Russians own your old photos. Just so you know. Here's the concern, though, with this. Now, some people want to really run with that, right?
Yeah.
A Russian company developed this. They want to run with that.
Right.
Here is something where I could see why you would not want to do this. Let's say you are going to run in the upcoming election for president of the United States.
Okay.
Even though there's no harm in downloading this app that I know of, you probably wouldn't want to download the app. In fact, the Democratic National Committee sent out an alert about it to their staff. Because suddenly, I mean, you know how people like to link this stuff, especially in politics, right?
Right.
Suddenly, if you download the app, you're connected to Russia, right?
Well, yeah, if it was developed in St. Petersburg, I mean, it makes sense. They're thinking that they can spy on you now through this app.
Yeah, well, through any app can that happen? That's the big brother kind of question.
I think so.
So the people that I looked into that did the research on this said this. To make FaceApp actually work, you have to give it permissions to access your photos, and that is true. All of them, by the way. You choose which one you want to goof with,
right?
But you have to give it access to all your photos. So there you go. It does have access to all your photos. Also says in the background, it gains access to Siri and search. So it has access to refreshing in the background. So even it could be used when you're not using it. I guess that would be the scary part, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, you'll just have to take it and run with it. I don't know. You can let your mind run away with that, right? The question is, does someone in Russia have access to all your photos that you have on your phone? Don't know. Possibly. Definitely the ones you're goofing with, because they go to a cloud. And it plainly says on there they go to a cloud. But here's my answer to that personally, and everybody can have their own answer to this. Yeah, okay, fine. What are you going to do with it? If you're in Russia and you're sitting there and you're sitting in your room, it's probably cold.
Right.
I don't know. Is it cold this time? It's probably cold.
A little chilly.
You're having a vodka, and what are you going to do with that wrinkly, squirrely face I just sent you of me?
Or even if you can access all the other photos on my phone. Okay, so you're going to get a photo of my daughter's shoes, photo of my dog. What are you going to do with that?
Hey, I got some nice photos of my vacation to California a few weeks ago. So anyway, so that person gets it. Maybe it's a guy, right? Sitting there in Russia in that cold room drinking vodka. So he gets that, here's a picture. So he looks at mine and he goes, whoo! Oh, that is terrible. I don't know what
That's a bad Russian accent.
I don't know what accent I just did there. But anyway, what are you going to do with that? That's my theory. So if there is a downside, there it is. A lot of people are having fun with this app, and I will say, are you downloading it right now?
No, I am not. I'm looking at my photos, make sure there's none on there that I want them to have in Russia before I download the app.
Now, you see, you bought into that.
Uh-huh.
Now you're looking at your photos. What, do you have a photo in there? Are you holding your driver's license or something?
Let me check.
Here's a photo of me holding my Social Security card.
Yeah.
By the way, do you clear your photos out, or do you have stuff in there from 7 years ago? Because
well,
I know
see.
your phone is that old.
Oh, yeah, no, it's, I got stuff in here from long, long way back, yeah.
It's time for an update. You know what I do from time to time? I do this. I go through my phone, and I'll download the pictures to the computer and clear off my phone. Do you do that at all? Or
No.
Is your phone your solid only source of those pictures?
Unfortunately, yeah, it in the cloud, yeah.
All right, I'm not a techie guy at all. Stu will tell you that is absolutely true. But I will tell you right now on this Marty and Friends podcast, there is something you can get for your phone. I know I'm sure they make this for every type, but I saw it for an iPhone, and it just plugs right in to the bottom. And it's a stick, and your photos go directly to that memory stick. It's like a flash drive that plugs right into the bottom of your phone, so you can quickly store the photos to that flash drive, not have to go through the computer and all that.
Ah, now that's pretty cool.
And then you just have those flash drives sitting around with your pictures. The problem with my pictures, and you may be like this too, I take a picture of everything. For instance, if there's something, I pull up a web page, and I'm thinking, I need to remember that for whenever I do whatever, take a picture of it.
Right.
Pull up a web page, I might want to order that product. That's cool. Take a picture of it. That is my brain, basically. I don't write it down. That will take too long.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, anything on the computer screen I need to remember, I just take a picture of it.
Why not?
You write a note, and I need to remember something on that note, I just take a picture of it. What I'm trying to say is I have a lot of that kind of stuff on, which means the Russians may get some decent information. That's how they do it. So the Face app, it is a lot of fun. I will say that.
A lot of people playing with it. Even people that I would not think would do this are doing this now.
I'll tell you how it catches on. I did it, and I sent the photos to my brother and his wife just playing around. And they're older than I am. It took them about 5 minutes to download it and start sending them back to me. They were already playing with the Face app. That's how it catches on, though, right? That's why there's been over 100 million downloads of this app. And it's free. I didn't mention that. It's free unless you want a bunch of the added features. That's the whole thing with these apps. And by the way,
that's the bait.
They don't get me. Once the free stuff ends, I'm done. But that's it. They get you in for free, give you a little taste.
See, I'm going to be the holdout. I am not going to download the Face app.
I'll give you 2 days.
No.
Got it.
I'm not interested. It does. If I want to see what I look like old, I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay?
You do have a point there.
Yeah, I just look in the mirror.
I've already got a preview. I've got a good idea.
Yeah,
already.
and I don't want to send it to anybody.
Thank you for listening to another podcast. We hope you have a great rest of your day or night.